not let them down, and we have delivered on the first part of the promise. The second and third parts of the promise are coming shortly. Within the next couple of months, you'll start seeing more of these buses on the streets. These buses are very, very economical, and they are very good for the environment as well. And they cater to all the sectors, including the handicapped. We have handicapped access in terms of the wheelchair ramp. We have spaces in there for the handicapped, and they're secure in terms of having security cameras and security features on there. They're safe. Also, they have technology to ensure that the drivers conduct themselves appropriately. And the most important thing is that they'll be easy to get in and out of the buses because they're accessible. They lower down to help people get in easier when you get to bus stops. But we're not providing just buses. We're providing a system. And the system comprises of buses, bus shelters, and ticketing, electronic ticketing, where you can pay with your mobile money with electronic funds. And you cannot essentially hold up the process because it's very fast. You can get it in and out much faster. No more fumbling for change. No more, having issues with revenue loss or any of those types of things. So the government is moving very, very positively in the right direction. And you can see it's a forward-thinking government.
It's a good step. Buses are coming. On what basis are you bringing these buses to Liberia? Is it on business or tell us exactly?
Well, it's a joint venture. It's a partnership between the people of Liberia and our company and our partners. And I don't want to go into all the details yet because we want to save some things for surprise. They're all good surprises for the good people of Liberia over the next few weeks.
So these buses, where are they coming from specifically, and which company bringing them to Liberia? Also, is it through donation or what kind of negotiation or agreement are they coming?
Well, we're not going to thrive too much on donation. We're here to make sure this country can survive on trading services and goods to our people, and these are investment. This is investment. And our colleagues are here, our partners who brought these buses in. I'll give them a chance to say a few words as well.
Yeah.
So before we go to the representative, I understand the president should have come down, but is the president actually happy about these buses coming to Liberia? What the president thought about these buses?
Oh, the president is very excited. He's currently in a meeting. That's why he's not down here. But he's very excited to have seen these buses, and we're all celebrating them actually today. This is a great day for Liberia. The people of Liberia no longer have to stand waiting for one pepe or keke. But if you can afford a bus, you get on the bus. And the buses are very affordable. As a matter of fact, the president is very happy to provide things that are affordable for us.
So what I mean is that these two buses are here just for sample, for inspection.
That's right.
So is the president satisfied with these buses, and more buses can now come to Liberia?
Oh, no, there are a fleet of buses coming. This is the sample. These are the samples to show us, the people, that this is what they're going to receive. Over the next few weeks into months, there are 3 deliveries dates. And these are some of the buses that will be delivered.
Okay. How many buses coming are we expecting?
Well, at the end, we're going to have about 300 buses.
300 buses.
Correct.
Good. So let us talk to, welcome, sir. Welcome to the media. Just introduce yourself, the name of the company, and just tell us a bit about these buses.
So the company is Technology Fund Africa Marco Polo Consortium. We are the representatives of Marco Polo, and also the financing entity that is putting this deal together. We're honored that His Excellency the President had faith in us to help him deliver on his promise, and we promised him that we would not let him down, and we have delivered on the first part of the promise. The second and third parts of the promise are coming shortly. Within the next couple of months, you'll start seeing more of these buses on the streets. These buses are very, very economical, and they are very good for the environment as well. And they cater to all the sectors, including the handicapped. We have handicapped access in terms of the wheelchair ramp. We have spaces in there for the handicapped, and they're secure in terms of having security cameras and security features on there. They're safe. Also, they have technology to ensure that the drivers conduct themselves appropriately. And the most important thing is that it'll be easy to get in and out of the buses because they're accessible. They lower down to help people get in easier when you get to bus stops. But we're not providing just buses. We're providing a system. And the system comprises of buses, bus shelters, and ticketing, electronic ticketing, where you can pay with your mobile money with electronic funds. And you cannot essentially hold up the process because it's very fast. You can get in and out much faster. No more fumbling for change. No more, having issues with revenue loss or any of those types of things. So the government is moving very, very positively in the right direction. And you can see it's a forward-thinking government.
It's a good step. Buses are coming. On what basis are you bringing these buses to Liberia? Is it on business or tell us exactly?
Well, it's a joint venture. It's a partnership between the people of Liberia and our company and our partners. And I don't want to go into all the details yet because we want to save some things for surprise. They're all good surprises for the good people of Liberia. We don't want to talk too much, and we don't want to get into the details yet. But as people start seeing it and when they start getting an experience of what it is, it will be self-evident in terms of what's going on. But the long and short of it is that it's a joint venture. The good people of Liberia are partners of ours, and we look forward to continuing to deliver for the.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. So, Manakuba, just one question quickly. When these buses come,
transportation authority.
Okay.
It's gonna be NTA.
Okay, NTA. Right. Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right. So folks, we are coming to you live from the grants of the executive.
I want to show you this. This is something that our team today we followed. We are asking questions. We are following these buses. Ayalolo buses, today. Some were branded at Achimota and they call Liberia. These are the Ayalolo buses. We want to ask, you can see the number there, GS 155316. And at Achimota, immigration officers, they were following these buses with a truck, and that's a pickup truck. And Achimota, they have come to Achimota, rebrand the buses in Inina. These are Ayalolo buses. We know where they are heading. We have people on their tail. But we want to ask the Ghana government, why are they rebranding these buses and taking them to Liberia? What is happening in Liberia? That our buses are, Ghana Fusikato, they are being rebranded. Nana Komia STC, are these your buses? Now, you can see what they were doing. They have put National Transit Authority. I don't know if there's an NTA in Ghana, but these are buses registered in Ghana. Our Ghana numbers, 2016, and they register buses way. Today, at Chimota, they were all rebranded and they are on their way to Liberia. So we are just asking a question. The next time we come here, we are going to come here with a big expose to let Ghanaians know where these buses ended up. So we want Ghanaians to know. So we took some videos of what is happening. Buses in India. You can also see a year pickup truck na edi omonimu kono. The pickup truck the license number na was no GT 6824. Immigration officers na omude bus de nim de buy ni GT Ghana GT 682416. Sa pickup truck way and edi buses way nim. And rebranded Ayalolo buses. And where are they taking them to? Most say Ayalolo buses and you don't want to use it in Ghana. More they call Liberia. Did you sell it? Because they still have a Ghana number plate on them registered in Ghana. It belongs to the Ghana government. Inti Yebusa MPP for Sa buses we know. Where are you taking it to? Let me show you videos of what we actually captured today. Time amoba say amobefa bus no edi akono. Do we have videos here, team? All right, I think we have something. So these are Ayalolo buses. They are rebranding Ghana buses and they call Liberia. I'm friend NTA. So we are asking a simple question. Nana Kumia, the STC, the Ghana Transport Minister, we are asking a simple question because we follow these buses, they are on their way to Liberia. How did these buses enter number plate in Atono? Because they were registered in Ghana, they belong to Ghana government, they belong to the taxpayer. We want to ask, say, why are they rebranding the Ayalolo buses? Are they normally called Liberia? Do we have an NTA in Ghana? These are simple questions we are asking. Omu wia mo japa de ni nyina tonton. Se si anoma could be a transport in companies or neighboring countries. And mo buses na nka also omu di gu kwan so mo no. Omo start air the other countries omu ko eden omu ko akoton use ho. This is the new MPP. This is what they are doing. And you see, they will keep quiet. But may ka bibia kire mo se bi omo tonton masase no. Sa no mo tonton mo japa de aka nyina. And you should understand the said the question is dangerous. All right. I want to show you this. This is something that our team today we followed. We are asking questions. We are following these buses. Ayalolo buses, today. Some were branded at Achimota. And they call
Liberians are dying, no money in the hospitals. We use it 25,000 procure ID card. No one can talk about it. The press, more will be talked. I want 9 points to the thing about it. But I think it's important.
How much you think
they're not alleged. Get a check and ask them.
How much you think?
Just go to United validate. Come back.
How much you think should be used? How much you think should be used?
75,000 was placed for the purchasing on the land, budget land, for ID card and electronic land for the chamber. But surprisingly, the chairperson is saying to us that he used the 75,000 to process ID card. So you know about ID card in Liberia.
One might be listening and then they don't know the chairperson. So
but why you want to say one might be saying you are pursuing our election? The chairperson person might go to the mirror and say yes. Or the chairman have go to the come and say yes.
Thank you so much.
Go to the now come and say yes.
And also,
I will follow you. I go.
And also, the chairman become main mention
of how you want to validate my argument or you want to elect. Go validate the argument from the man.
And he also made some.
Hello? Please go and validate from the chairman.
Allegedly, we have hearing that 75,000 was proposed in this retreat for just ID card for staff of the legislature. How true is that information?
Please repeat yourself because I don't understand.
We all heard Honorable James Papa Kole is stating that 75,000 United States dollars was being budgeted to be used.
Okay, folks, it's another Tuesday morning right here from Odious Congo Town in Minerva, Liberia. Good morning and a pleasant welcome to yet another edition, very, very intriguing edition of the Today Show. Right here on Spoon FM 107.5, Spoon TV Live, Super TV Live, Fabric TV Live, and via our YouTube channel. We also coming to you live on Fabric 101.1 and Fabric TV Live. So it's good to always be here every morning to serve you a very scrumptious breakfast. My name is Yekezi Zwobe, and as usual, I'm here alongside my colleagues, Dennis Nipson and Chokon Flama. Let's say good morning to Dennis.
Good morning, Yekezi and Chokon. It's good to be back on a Tuesday morning to serve breakfast to Liberians, especially those who are watching as well from the various social media platforms. We'd like to say good morning and welcome to today's show. And also to those who are listening via the radio, we also like to say good morning and welcome. It is good to be here. How are you guys? How was your night?
Wonderful for me. It was quite good, and yeah.
No, it was good. It was good as well.
You were here yesterday. Your man said he didn't go to your church. He didn't go to church because you were here, right?
That man said he go to church.
No, I had something doing, so I didn't go. Church.
I better go to church.
No, well, they coming Sunday. I had to go to church because I want to listen.
I mean, what pastor the future? I can see the man up there.
He's been preaching around the church.
No, but last Sunday, I think 2 Sundays now. He hasn't.
But then you have not been following. Yeah, you have not been following.
Last
He prepares the sermon.
He's not the one who presented
He prepares the sermon and make sure it invoke the spirit of the Almighty.
So he prepares the sermon and get to others.
Yeah, due to some.
I don't say even at the
school
that he can prepare the lesson plan and present it to the teachers.
Not at all.
Because he doesn't want the teachers to talk about certain historical events. Yeah, but folks, that's it right here. We are back with you. This is a Today's Show live on Spoon 107.5 and Fabric 101.1, also coming to you live via our various social media platforms. So let's say good morning to all of you watching. Junior Taylor is watching this morning from Zeze Community Testimony. Ebony Doga is our regular follower. She said greetings from my end to you all. Testimony, thanks for following. Emmanuel Yan is following this morning from Nimba County. Moses Thummers is following from the USA. Emmanuel H. Fala is also following. James DeBob is watching from Maggie County. He says, thank you guys for the update. And that's Omnisciency Bisa is following as well. So if you're following the show this morning, let's say good morning and welcome to you. Jemama Kai is following from the US. Momo Black is also is following from right here, Liberia, and says good morning. So good morning and welcome. Let's have a wonderful time together. A lot of trending issues to talk about, but also don't forget to be part of the Spoon 107.5 Mega Daily Cash Splash. That's the radio entertainment game. The dashboard has been open since 7 o'clock here this morning. So you can form part of the draw by just dialing the playing code *799#, *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee. The playing fee is just 70 cents USD or 100 Liberian dollars. And once you pay the playing fee, you automatically enter the draw, and you can pay the playing fee through your mobile money accounts, both USD or LD, or better still, through your airtime. That is, you have to go ahead and buy the scratch card activator on your non-stop SIM card, and then you play via your airtime, and you automatically get into the draw. And at the end of the show, you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars. 40 persons will be winning that right here this morning. So you want to be one of the winners. You don't just want to listen to the show and just go like that. You want to walk away with something in your pockets. All right, so that's it this morning. We will be cutting across Liberia to speak to our correspondents. There are some very, very interesting happenings in the county, especially in Nimba County. I've heard about 2 issues of suicide there in Nimba County. I don't know what is going on, that people are reportedly committing suicide. On Sunday, an elderly man committed suicide. And, just before the weekend, another person committed suicide in Lower Nimba. So we'll be speaking to Christopher Fan this morning. We'll also be going to Bapuru County to speak to our man there, Solomon Tipler, who was just here of recent. He gave us updates from that end, and we also cut across other parts of the country. But guys, let's begin with this trending issue from the LNP. The LNP has suspended 2 of its officers for violating their own policy, their own, there's not really the no-go zone policy, but not adhering to other requirements of the no-go zone policy. So let's try to read this statement released by the LNP a few hours, 17 hours ago. So it says LNP suspends 2 of its officers. The administration of the Liberian National Police has, with immediate effect, suspended 2 of its officers for 1 month without salary for abuse of authority and disobeying lawful orders. The suspended officers are Patrolman Telly R.C. Bonner, ID number 6351, and Gabriel Flomo, ID number 6017, assigned at Zone 5 Base Police Station and Lofa County Detachment, respectively. The 2 officers were seen riding on a motorbike without wearing helmets, which contravened Section 6.1.3, abuse of authority, and the 6.4a, disobeying lawful orders, and enshrined in the administrative instructions on discipline and professional standards. Meanwhile, those suspended officers have been ordered to turn over all government properties, including badges, uniforms, ID cards, boots, and desist from identifying with the LNP while undergoing their suspension to avoid further embarrassment. The Liberian National Police cautions all other officers to take keen note and act accordingly, as it will not relent to reprimand any violators of the rules and regulations of the state. Wonderful, so in Liberia, it's often said the lawmakers are the lawbreakers. Yeah, that's just the exact scenario there with those LNP officers. They made the law, but they aren't following the law. People feel they are above the law because maybe they are the ones enforcing the law in this country.
And Legacy, that's why LMP officers will say when they are on the field that they break the law to enforce the law. But I don't know. It's just the notion of
break the law to enforce the law.
Yeah, they will break the law to enforce the law.
But the law be broke up before it be enforced.
Yeah, no-go zone. You're wearing. You're not wearing helmet, boots, reflective jacket, and all of that. But you are there chasing people up and down to make sure that they wear those things. Aside from that, they usually ride more than 3 on a motorcycle. Sometimes they ride 3, 4 persons, 4 officers, especially new officers. They small, so they can be plenty on that thing going here and there. But it's just unfortunate too. We just want to work on in a country one day where we will see police officers ticketing themselves for maybe carry expired license, or maybe driving a car without a weapon, or the windshield broke. That's the kind of country we want to see, where police officers will be punished for violating common traffic and the vehicle and traffic law of the country. Not only passengers, not only pedestrians, not only the citizenry, but those who are also enforcing the law. When they break the law, they should be punished. They should be punished. But again, during the COVID-19, we saw that the police will maybe sometimes you see 15, 16 police officers in a pickup. But they are saying you should only maybe be 3 or 4 persons in a taxi cab. It's just unfortunate. So this step, I think, it's a genuine step. But again, people will argue maybe this is intended as a publicity for the restriction. Yeah, maybe
that's impressive public.
Yeah, maybe they just put two other officers on by and they take the photo. They say,
come on.
Oh man, what are you talking? we have a journalist now who is there, who just from ministry, so those techniques and all of that is still fresh.
No,
but the incident is realistic, right? It's something that we see around.
How
you know?
How realistic
I'm not
it
talking
is.
about this particular incident, but you yourself just admitted that you've seen, you know, police officers riding 3 on the motorbikes along the road.
Mhm.
So for the incident, it's something that happens every day. It's just that for them, they were probably, you know, unfortunate, and you know, they were caught in the web.
Yes, I think it is in the right direction. In as much as Chokon, you know, wants to play a little bit politics around.
No, it's not about politics. This is complete PR.
I think it is good. It is welcoming. I think the reason we know that over the years, you know, like you people said, lawmaker are law breaker or what have you. So sometimes you'll find out that police officers at times they will tell you this, you know, at the end of the day, and they don't follow that. So it is intended, I think it is intended to create the awareness that despite the police is also regulating motorcyclists, they themselves should be in compliance with the law as well. They should follow what they preach, you know, like the pastor would say, do what I, you know, people sometimes say the pastor will say, do what I say, don't do what I do. But equally, you should do what I say and what I do. So that should be the way. So I think it is important that officials, police officers will follow the rule as well to wear helmets and ensure that the work that they are doing to restrict motorcyclists can be done in the right way. And also, I like to, you know, commend the LNP for the job well done so far. You know, they have been doing. It has been months now, and they continue to do that. You know, also kudos to the Inspector General for such initiative. Though there are some officers that want to do the, you know, contrary, because most of our officers, we see them at a point where they want to take money from drivers and all of that. So those who are at the various checkpoints, let them make sure that they do what is right. When the motorcyclist is not in compliance with the regulations, do not allow them to pass the checkpoint, even if they want to give you, you know, something small. Do not allow it. And I hope that this can, you know, expand, especially to the Rebels International Airport, the highway, the RIA highway. Even though we enjoy riding the motorbike along, perhaps from the ERW end, going the other end to Dwazo area to Junction, but it is also important that safety comes first, you know. So hope the LNP can start to look in that direction, apart from restricting motorcyclists in terms of using helmets and other safety gear along the main route towards Central Monrovia. Or that can be applied as well at from the ERW Junction to RIAN. They can see how best they can do that. It is important. And surprisingly, I think yesterday I was coming out from the station. You know, we have a checkpoint as well right at the station here. So I noticed that there was meal being served, you know, to the officers. The police pickup came and serving them with food. So I was like, oh, this is good, you know. This is good that they have been served while they are on duty. So there's no need for you to say, I need to take something small from one motorcyclist because I'm hungry and what have you. So I think it is actually welcoming all other goodwill individuals and philanthropists can join.
So you see no PR in this.
No PR in that. This is being nationalistic, you know. What do you say?
I think
but it's a good step taken to send a signal that the LMP is ready. If you can punish your own officers, it means that you're ready to do more. Those to bring to book those violators, and you will not relent. Again, like I said, we have more to do in this country. LMP officers, most especially those who usually on a patrol team, you will see them here and there on motorcycles without the proper gear, and they are saying they are implementing the regulations, and sometimes they will even beat on people, on citizens that are on motorcycle without helmet, but they themselves in most cases are not wearing helmet or safety boots or maybe reflective jacket and all of that. So this punishment is good. It's good and it's timely too. So that's why I said the PR,
You
around
know, they
this.
are also providing for them the helmets.
Yeah, that is something that I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Number one, even though I'm not seeing any LNP logo on that back, so
It seems to be a private.
Yeah, it suggests to me it's a private back. But why it's true that the officers should abide by the protocols, but if they are being assigned official motorbikes, I think it should be the responsibility as well of
but you can see I don't think we need to even think in that direction.
So give them what is required to be in the confines of the laws of the country. All right. And one thing I've been observing of recent is that yes, I commend the LMP. They've been doing pretty well when it comes to the enforcement of this no-go zone policy. But this laissez-faire attitude is being observed from them now. They are being reluctant.
Yeah.
From the onset, you used to see them. They used to be very rigid. You used to see police officers, standing by the checkpoints to ensure that no motorcyclist, that is not abiding by the no-go zone policy passes through that checkpoint. But right now, that is not the case. Yesterday evening, I passed through several checkpoints and I saw several motorcyclists, without helmets, without the reflective jackets, some of them, wearing slippers, passing through the checkpoint. And the checkpoint was virtually abandoned because the police officers, they are sitting far away from the checkpoint and looking there. So, the motorcyclists have been taking advantage of that. And once they start to play this kind of laissez-faire attitude, or once they start to get reluctant about the enforcement of this policy, you're going to see more motorcyclists trooping back into the streets, not abiding of not upholding those requirements that were announced by the Liberia National Police. All right. So, Conquoy, we would like to talk to you. I'm live on the radio. Conquoy Bokakali is from Don County. We would like to, speak to him later on the show. There was this 1-year-old who went missing there in Bon County, but was later found dead in Bon County. We want to get more information about that. But this is very serious, and I think the LNP's administration still needs to prevail on their officers assigned at the various checkpoints to remain rigid, at least for 6 months. When this no-go zone policy is enforced, you will have a lot of motorcyclists by that time, would have registered. All right, before maybe trying to relax, the issue of the erection of checkpoints and all of that. But we have now gone quite 3 months, and now the officers are feeling reluctant. So. At the end of the day, the actual goal will not be, achieved. The majority of the motorcyclists, will not, have the helmets. They will not insure their motorbikes. They will not register their bikes and all of that. And it's still going to be a problem.
Yes, and another thing that needs to be looked at as well when you talk about this no-go zone policy is the issue about the rainy season now. With the rain around, it is important that those officers be given their gadgets, their rain, protected gears, and thank you, that gadget gears to wear in terms of the rain, because Yes,
I think
yes.
place at a checkpoint where they can just stay on and
Exactly, because even early in the morning, coming to work, at times you realize when it's raining by 7, 6, 7, the officers are not around because of the rain. So if they can have the tents, like you said, they can also have the rain gears, umbrella, jackets, and boots, and all of that to help them to, augment the work that they do in terms of how they will be out, because a police officer cannot be out in the rain without any protective gear on during the rain. When they fall sick, they won't continue with the work. So it is important that the administration look into that as well to provide those rain gears that they need to do their work effectively.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so trying to get our correspondence this morning. Some very interesting humanitarian story happening across the counties. But yeah, let's see whether we can reconnect with Conquer Boca Collie. Christopher Fan has not been able to pick up his phone. He might be on the radio as well. But let's try to reconnect with Conquer Boca Collie to bring us up to speed with this story that has to do with a 1-year-old going missing and being found dead there in Bond County. The pictures are very, very, bad, very, very offensive. Yeah, So, in the meantime, between time, there's a statement also from the Executive Mansion website relative to the University of Liberia. There's been some changing administration there at the University of Liberia. And this statement says President Bouaka relieves Dr. Julius Nelson as president of UL, appoints interim president. It says President Joseph N. Bouaka Sr. has relieved Dr. Julius J.S. Nelson of his post as president of the University of Liberia, effective immediately. President Bouaka, as the visitor to the university, took this action following several meetings with the institution's board of trustees and various stakeholders of the university. In the meantime, the president has appointed former University of Liberia's president, Ambassador Dr. Hassan Conte, as acting president to lead the interim management team. The board nominated Dr. Conte unanimously to oversee the search process for a new university president within 3 months. The interim management team will also initiate necessary reforms and implement the action points conveyed by the president to ensure the university's smooth operation. So, the University of Liberia on yesterday said goodbye to Dr. Julius Nelson, who has spent there for several years, at the university as president. He was appointed by the former president, George Manuia. And, I don't actually know which president of the university that, the student populace of the university had not had problem with, especially, the student political parties, the SUP, the STUDA, the SIM, and the rest of the student political groupings there. I don't know which president of the university they haven't gone a lot of hair with. But for this, I think under the administration of Julius Nelson, there were more of a scrap action, and not basically from not protests from students, but scrap action from
the faculty.
Yeah, the faculty association. Yeah, too many scrap actions. So apparently, attributable to that, the president, decided to put this under control because if the teachers don't go into the classroom, it sports the learning activity.
So
of the University
finally,
of Liberia.
classes will resume because Dr. Nelson removal has been one of the major factors holding the shutdown of the institution. I don't know.
Yeah. So there was a press conference also from ASU's president. Yeah, the University of Liberia Student Association, and they said they will be staging a peaceful assembly at Capitol Hill on Wednesday, calling on the legislature or petitioning the legislature to ensure that school reopens, because I think the university was about to administer final examinations when this entire scrap action happened, where teachers weren't going to classes, and even prior to that, there was some protests from the Student Unification Party and all of that. So also we're saying that they will be staging a protest action on Wednesday, to call on the government to ensure that school reopens, that they are being delayed for no reason. Yeah, so let's again try to reconnect with our guys there in the counties.
Yes, and also as we talk about the University of Liberia, like you said, for me, I think the issue about the University of Liberia is not about the president.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, it is not, because someone might say yes. During that Dennis tenure, there were protests. The faculty had similar situation. We also had that during that Emmett Dennis administration. There were a series of protests around the University of Liberia campus, and faculty as well had issue as well. So these things, it is not about who is the president. For me, I think there is more that needs to be done when it comes to the University of Liberia, because we will continue to talk about those issues from Emmett Dennis, Ophelia, Ophelia Weeks, now Sawolo Nelson, and all other past university presidents of the University of Liberia. This issue about the University of Liberia, most often you find the students talking about their welfare. You hear them talking about the issue of transportation, lack of transportation. You have Chris on the line, so perhaps when you have done with him, then
I guess so we can take you within 5 minutes. Okay, yeah. So we call Chris back in 5 minutes.
So the transportation issue, availability of buses, now you have the school is now at Fendel campus. You have students who are commuting from Monrovia to Fendel. Some, when you get a red light, it is difficult to get bus. And that has been since, we were at the University of Liberia. We left from there years now. Others who were there many years ago, the issue of even chairs. People go to class, they have to tow chair from one classroom to another. Even the labs are not equipped. A lot of situation or problems that are confronted, issues that are confronting the University of Liberia, and the issue about faculty, their own well-being, all of that. So the government needs to actually look into that to see what they can do to solve the problem. Removing presidents here and there. Well, that is because for each administration they have to bring someone who they can work with.
Mm-hmm.
They have to bring someone who they can work with. It's not about whether the president is fit or the person cannot do the work. I think the core issue, the root causes of what is happening at the University of Liberia, to have continuous protests at the University of Liberia, that's what needs to be addressed, and not about the removal of this person and remove this president because there's the faculty have gone slow. We were at the University of Liberia more than 5 years now, and we also encountered that as well. The faculty laid down their chalks. They said they were not teaching because there were some issues that needs to be addressed. So that university is a very old university that the government needs to do a lot at the university. You go to class, you see the roof classrooms are leaking, students are in the class, and all of that you can see in Chukun. So there are so many factors that are affecting the learning activities at the University of Liberia.
So
exactly.
You've already outlined some of those things that need to be done, rather than I agree with you. They remove, or the president, like I said from the onset, the president of the university has not been the problem of the university. The problem of the university is something that I think needs to be investigated, and let's try to solve those problems. But the university is faced with a lot of challenges. And, I'm not in any way discrediting the protestations by students, even the strike action or go-slow action by, the faculty. They have legitimate reasons, for protesting, even though sometimes I disagree, especially with the SOUP, for protesting about certain issues, not dialoguing or engaging the administration, but just going and protesting. But there are real legitimate issues there at the University of Liberia. Go on the main campus of the University of Liberia, in this modern day and age. Go and see how crumbling the walls are. Go and see, limited chairs in class. Students are still standing at window learning. There are so many issues that the students are faced with, students' welfare. So once those issues are resolved, it will always be a problem. And you also have the faculty on one hand. They have their own issues. They have their welfare needs to be, looked at and everything. So, and those things require money. Can the University of Liberia raise that money? Especially so with now this free tuition policy that was declared by President George, the former President George Manuel Weah. The university needs a whole lot of budgetary allocation to be able to, solve some of those many issues that is facing it. And so I don't think it's about the president. The university has had good presidents, but these issues, once they continue to happen, or they persist continuously, of course, you will always have strike actions. You will always have protestations. Once the students' welfare, the teachers' welfare, the learning environment is not conducive, you always have all of those problems. So it's more like a national issue as opposed to just the University of Liberia issue. It's something that the government of the day needs to intervene. What is the problem at the university? Let those problems be investigated and let the real issues be brought out.
Exactly.
And if there's a way to mitigate those issues, let those issues be mitigated, and let's see going forward what would be the bone of contention at the university.
Which is true, Legacy. I would like to agree with you both on that. Just imagine from the foundation of the University of Liberia, if there were any needs for our past presidents, maybe Joseph Jenkins Ramos or Samuel K. Doe, to wake up this morning, they will still recognize the seats they used to sit in at the University of Liberia in the day and age, since 1851, Liberia College, and then I think 1956, University of Liberia. We are still struggling with met in the sitting capacity at the University of Liberia. Is a serious challenge. You see people who are dressed from their offices They go to school and they're toting chairs here and there. The bathrooms are filthy. So there's a huge challenge at the University of Liberia. The president, the faculty, though the faculties, they will have issues always because they are not in the position of the president to know what's happening at certain level of the leadership of the University of Liberia. So at the end of the day, the faculties will always protest. They will always have issues with the president that will be there because, aside from that, there are people who have interest also in the presidency of the University of Liberia. So at the end of the day, they don't want to work with certain person that's being brought by the university to serve. But in all, there's a huge challenge at the university, and I think the government needs to hit that head on, not just to change president and here and there. The learning environment is totally outdated at that university. When you go there and see the way students are in class, one of the things I really admire the University of Liberia and always thought that I would attend the University of Liberia, but judging from you see the environment, the difficulties students go through in a day and age, it just breaks you down to say, but no need of me attending this school and finding your way maybe to some other private school. Yeah, it's difficult. I don't know how you guys manage to go to the University of Liberia to graduate. It's a very difficult task. If you are in the University of Liberia, you need not to work again because it's a work by itself.
Some of the difficulties have even been reduced.
Really?
Since the digitalization of the
registration process.
The registration process used to be a very tedious process. I used to wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. I used to be in Sinker. You used to wake up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning just to go book a space or to stand in that queue.
People already there.
And when you arrive, other people who slept there on campus.
What? Some people go and put their chairs and rock and everything.
To register. Can you imagine that? But at least for that difficulty, for that challenge, the digital process has eliminated it. All right. You just have to now go online, and plan your courses, and out of that you go to the bank, pay your money, and you can even pay through mobile money these days. So at least for that challenge, it's not there anymore. The big challenges there are just the welfare of the students. Those are the main, challenges there.
And also the faculty.
The buses issue.
Yeah,
people have to fight before you fight. When you get at the parking to go to Fender, you see students fighting.
Yeah.
Some passing through the window to enter the bus. And if you're not strong, one time I was like, I had tests to take, so I decided to fight my way through.
Yeah, to navigate through.
I went on the line trying to fight Choco and Yagezu. When I left from there, almost like someone came from fighting the entire day. I said, God, why I put myself in? I don't think I will even go on campus. So it is a difficult thing, they will always talk about the University of Liberia. This is a university that been in existence very long time now. And the last time they spoke about the issue about I think doctorate degree and all of that being offered. But it is important that the learning environment being conducive for students. Hope the university administration and the government can try their best to make that place a better place. You can be going to University of Liberia, ODS University, one of the ODS, in Africa that's going to be corrected. And then you have the buildings still leaking, even no lights at some places when it's dark and all of that. It is actually bad. Even the Fender campus that was a bit, better till now. There are buildings that have been left, uncompleted since then at the area there. So there's a need that they work on it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so folks, It's 3 minutes on the flip side of 9 o'clock. Let's see whether we can speak to our correspondents now. Beginning with Conquai Bokokoli from Bon County. Before going toward the lands to hear your views about some of what we've talked about here this morning on the show. So if you're just joining us, this is the Today Show on Spoon FM 107.5, Spoon TV Live, Super TV Live, Fabric TV Live, and via our YouTube channel. We're also live on Fabric 101.1. A 1-year-old who went missing in Bon County was discovered dead. We are trying to connect with our Bon County correspondent, Conquai Bokokoli, to give us more details about this development. But Conquai phone is ringing endlessly. So let's go over to Nimba County, where suicides have been committed of recent. Christopher Fan there in Lower Nimba County is our correspondent. Let's see whether we can hear from him. At this point now, if we can get Christopher, then we'll have to go to the lands to hear from the people. Okay, Chris is on the line. Christopher, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, you guys, and good morning to Denise this morning.
Good
You
morning.
guys are doing good.
Okay, Chokon is also
Chris.
here.
Oh, Choco, what's up?
I'm okay. Welcome, Chris.
I normally see Choco and he's so far from me.
Oh, he doesn't know your problem. Okay, yeah, but Chris, what's happening there when it comes to suicide in Nimba County? Our understanding is that an elderly man committed suicide of recent there in Nimba County. You want to bring us up to speed with that development?
Yes, so an elderly man identified as, let me get to the full name and the full detail of this information. But this suicide issue, more people are criticizing the suicide issue because they believe that the guy that committed suicide, he was not really, it was attempt.
That was a foul play.
Foul play on him because the distance you can see. I don't know whether I'll send you the footage about what happened.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, in Ganta. So it was people believe that it was a foul play. But according to the story, I'll get a phone. But according to the story, they said the guy told the old man told his daughter to go for a birthday celebration with him in Monrovia. But the little girl refused to go for the birthday celebration. So because of that, he decided to commit suicide. So most people are saying only because of the birthday celebration, because the little girl refused or what? So these are so many questions that have been posted around.
So, Chris, I just want you to repeat that. The circumstances, surrounding the suicide or reported reasons why, that elderly man committed the suicide. Are you saying is because he told his daughter to come with him to Monrovia to celebrate her birthday and his daughter refused? That is why he reportedly committed suicide? Is that what you're saying, Chris?
So when I'm talking about believed to be in an age of 62 years,
okay.
According to him, he allegedly committed suicide in the morning in Ganta. According to the family source, the late William Topa was allegedly denied by his daughter Josephine not to attend her birthday celebration, something which may have led to him committing a suicide. So the little guy said the father shouldn't attend the birthday celebration. And so because of that, he denied his father of not coming for the birthday, not attending the birthday celebration. So against that, I think the father believed that he was one way or the other neglected by his daughter. According to some families, so this is the only daughter that he had, and he had like 4 boys, only 1 girl. So by neglecting her father not to attend her birthday celebration in Monrovia, I think according to some families, so that what led to him committing a suicide.
Wow. But you talk about suspicion of foul play. You want to say more about that? The impossibility of the man committing suicide and all of that.
Yeah, so you can see what happened is that distance. And
Okay.
before somebody commits suicide or before you hang yourself in the road, or choke you, there should be a distance from the ground and to a certain level. But this old man, this is the 2-year-old man, he hang himself. When he hang himself, the distance, his feet were all on the ground. Even the feet got bent. And when they took him up, they were able to force his foot for a foot to be straightened. So the family are also saying that there should be almost like a foul play.
Okay. So Chris, has the police taken charge of this matter?
Yeah, the police are put up a criminal jury, and the CSD Department of the Liberia National Police Ganta DTO are yet to give the briefing to the press, but they are still investigating the matter. According to them, they will extend invitations to Josephine, who happens to be the daughter of William Topa, to ask few questions as to what is what is the problem between the father and that of the daughter, to know what Josephine stand when it comes to denying her father not to attend a birthday celebration.
Okay, and just before Sunday, there was another report of suicide in Lower Nima County. Are you up to speed with that, or you want to follow that up to inform us later?
Yeah, somebody just hinted me, but they are not provided teacher, and I'm trying to find a way and get to the location and be able to be on top of the information before providing the information to the public.
Okay, Chris, thank you very much. Christopher Fan is our Lower Nimba County correspondent there. A 62-year-old man reportedly committed suicide in Gompa City, Nimba County on Saturday. According to him, he was denied by his only daughter of attending her birthday celebration. That's all. and I see that as a very feeble reason, to commit suicide, being denied by your daughter to attend her birthday celebration, and then you go to commit suicide. I think that story has to be investigated properly to know what is the actual cause. I'm not in any way trying to root out the report from Christopher Farm, but I think more investigation has got to be done, to actualize or to ascertain what Christopher is reporting, because I don't think a Chokonflama will want to go and commit suicide because his daughter told him that, hey,
yeah, I think you need to say Yegasi in that Chokonflama.
You're not going to attend my birthday party.
No, but Yegasi, there are several ways people can respond to certain things.
Yes, you got human difference.
Yeah, several ways. Even people break up can lead to people committing suicide and all of that. And you may not like to do that. Maybe you broke up with a girl and for you to go and commit suicide, you can see you may not like to do that, but other people will do that, and other people will even do more than that. They will go ahead, maybe kill the person and kill
we've gotten
himself.
A lot of stories.
Yeah, and there are people go through a lot. Sometimes you see people looking healthy. That person may have, they have their own problems that they are going through. So sometimes you feel that the little you say or do to them won't have the impact that you expect, and surprisingly it go the other way around. So apparently there are issues, that fellow has been facing, and perhaps he has been having depression as well, maybe from the treatment from his daughter.
Okay.
We need to know whether she was the kind of person who was relating to her father. Sometimes some parents get so close to their children, and when they don't give them the needed care and attention that they need, especially attention, they go through a lot. So we need to know whether he was actually traumatized, he was suffering from depression, or he has something else going on. It also need to be investigated, like we said. Someone might frame that all as well, other things, whether he had health complication, all sort of thing issues. There are a lot to ponder about the entire situation.
Yeah. So we'll actually go back to Nimba County because there was another interesting happening there that I forgot to ask Christopher about this python. A python egg was found on a farmland in Nimba County, and the FDA rangers came across it, and they decided to barricade the area to protect the area. And after a few weeks, when they went to check back, the python had come and hatched the eggs. All right, and there were several little pythons that the FDA rangers took away, and they are protecting. And according to them, that particular kind of python is cursed. It's something that's kind of going extinct in Africa. So to have found it in Liberia is something that needs to be protected. So they took the little pythons and they are protecting them. They are keeping them. But then they are saying that the python, when they get mature, they will be released back into the forest. Something the residents of the community are against. So the residents of the community are saying that the python should be killed, that is dangerous, and all of that.
No, you can't kill a species that is already trying to extinct. You can't.
So we have the sophistication. Yeah, we have park. Well, we don't even have parks, zoos, and things, and not even.
Yeah, it's actually dangerous because
you have,
at least if we have a zoo,
it is not dangerous. You have the FDA. These are protected animals under the law.
It is exposed because in that forest region you have other people. You got residents there. You got people living there. They may go in the nearby bushes and just come across those pythons, and it's going to be dangerous for them. So at least if you have a zoo where that particular kind of python can be protected.
But aside from that, there are protected areas within the forest now all over the forest.
Talking about zoo, not just so that
but you don't need to have zoo here before we protect our species. No.
Okay.
You don't need to have zoo.
No,
how do you protect them?
Just let them to live. They should not be killed
in
by
the forest,
people.
no problem.
In the forest, they should live. They should not be killed.
If they are not posing danger to the community.
But the python
that might pose danger to the community when it grows up.
You are saying that mad. It hasn't reached that stage, so there's no need to go kill the snake and go maybe swallow GP.
So you want when it gets mature, you release it after years. Now it start to pose a threat to the residents of the community. But it's something that we're going to talk about.
So why are they afraid?
Why are you afraid of Sydney? Joker.
Did I say I'm afraid of snake?
Okay, we'll bring a snake to you to race it.
Okay, so folks, that's it. But we'll go back to that private developer. Let's try to hear from Conquest Boca Collins. He's been calling me from Bond County, where this 1-year-old child went missing and was found dead. Let's join him to give us more details about this development from Bond County. Conquest, thank you, and sorry for taking you by surprise. This morning, I just saw that story, in the chat room, not too long, and I said, let me call you to, give us more update. But welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Yegesi, and it is a pleasure to be back here on the show with you again.
Okay, how is Bong County, Banga specifically?
Relatively, Bong is good. From my end, we appreciate God for life.
All right. So bring us up to speed with this development you earlier posted. A 1-year-old child went missing and was later found dead. the corpse of the child that was discovered is very disturbing. Tell us more about this.
Yes, that development took place last week, and of course, the child's lifeless body was discovered on Wednesday, and last Sunday, it was reported by the parents of this little child that he was missing, and of course, police launched a search for him, and they were in search of this boy from Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he was discovered in a water few miles away his house, and of course, the police set up as usual. They constituted a 15-member coroner jury, and they examined the body. He was pronounced dead, and in the jury report, it was reported that the little boy neck was broken, and also the left hand was also broken as well. So with that, they said there was foul play. But what we gathered from the Liberia National Police through the Crown Services Division is that they haven't made any arrest because they haven't identified anybody, but they were investigating the matter surrounding the death of this little boy.
Okay, so what are the parents saying? I mean, for God's sake, that is a 1-year-old child. He shouldn't be left alone. He's somebody to be very careful with. So what are the parents saying, or why the police are interrogating the parents?
Well, I mean, according to report provided by the parents of this little boy who is identified as James Flumore. I mean, they were playing in the yard, and among his colleagues, he just got missing. And they were in search of this boy. Broad announcement on the radio. It was announced that he was missing. They reported the issue at the Liberia National Police. But the police, I mean, did he arrest any parent for negligence?
Okay.
But they are in search of the real culprit. They don't believe that. The parent is responsible for the death of the little boy because what they saw, especially from the coroner jury, what they observed on the body physically, there was foul play by an unknown person, and they are in search of that unknown person because the parent reported that this boy was playing in the yard when he got missing among his boys.
All right. Okay, too sad. We hope you keep us up to speed, with that development as investigation is done. But thank you for bringing us up to speed with that. But any other development you want to give us before leaving?
Well, following the lift of moratorium on the accounts of Bond County, as you may be aware, Bond County moratorium was placed on the accounts of the county in 2021. That was in August, and that identical moratorium was as a result of a communication written by Honorable J. Marvin Cole from Electoral District 3, when he alleged former Internal Affairs Minister Vani Salif and the former Superintendent Madam Esther Walker of allegedly misappropriating little over 800,000 from the county's account. And those people appeared before plenary and denied the allegation. But while they were debating on the issue, people proffered a motion that the county's account moratorium should be placed on the county's account, and the investigation be conducted by conducting an audit on the account. And that audit was conducted. The report came out, but the report was presented to the House of Parliament through the Speaker. And it was specifically with the Public Accounts Committee. And the Public Accounts Committee was headed by then Honorable L.O.W. Kafia. But that was not placed on the floor. So recently, the Superintendent of Bond County, the moratorium was lifted through a resolution signed by members of the caucus. And the Superintendent gave a report of recent, telling the people of Bond County how much in the county's account. Currently, the USD balance of the county's account at Central Bank of Liberia is in little over 800,000, and the Liberian dollars is in 38 million. Something like 38 million.
Okay. Any questions, Dennis and Choka?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Conquest Boka Kali. Hope to join you another time for more developments. Thanks.
You're welcome, Yagazi. Who will be in touch?
Yeah, sure.
Long time.
Hopefully.
Will be on the show.
Hopefully. Thank you. Conquest Boka Kali is one of the prominent journalists there in Bangabong County.
I've met him before.
Yeah, giving us update from Banga there. Okay, so folks, that's it. 1 year old, one missing, and at the end of the day, he was found dead. His lifeless body was discovered in a gutter, according to Conquest Bogakoli, and police is carrying out investigation on that matter. Choka.
I think it's just troubling to hear that a child of that age just passed away in a community, and the police has up to now the police has not brought to book any suspect, but I think the parents should be persons of interest in the matter, so that the police can extract more information from their statement. But to just say the police, that the parents should not be involved because they believe that the parents cannot let the child to a dangerous place, or to just leave the child for someone to kill the child or harm the child. I think that does not offer well for me. You can invite the parents to question the parents on the child movement, where the child was, how the child went to a particular place, and all of that.
Yeah, it is so sad, as parents, no one wants to hear such a news, especially from their infants. And it is so disheartening. And I think parents need to be actually careful how they care for, their children, where they leave their children. The mentality about, the child in the area, in the yard playing with people, the child needs to go around. People need to be very careful how you handle your children, your baby. Not leaving them at the mercy of not just anybody, and trusting them and say, yes, this person will mind the child. I trust this person. You have to be very protective of your child or your children. Make sure you know where they are, who they are with, what is going on, and all of that. And with that scenario, talking about how people should be protective, of their children. There's this case about this child or young guy in the community as well. Every time he comes, take the child, like in the community, the parents know him. So they were I think they said they went to the farm, and while doing, they left the child with that young man around him, 25 years or so. That guy took advantage of that child. Took advantage of that child. Can you imagine your baby? And spoil that child. Till now, the parents are still looking for means, calling for help. The child is still destroyed from the inside because of how he took advantage of the child. At the end of the day, he had nothing to say, or to say, yes, I did it. And now they are announcing that the guy is not to himself, he's not normal to have done that after destroying that innocent child that now cannot sit properly. So the way how parents, take care of their children, sometimes people tell you, you want to be selfish with your child. You don't want a child to go around people in the community and all of that. It's not being selfish. It's about the well-being of your child. It's about how you protect your child. You don't leave them just like that. Sometimes you leave the child, I'm going to the market, I'm going somewhere, go to your auntie, go to your big sister. Your children are fast. Before you make up your mind, they leave from one point to another. So you have to be careful, parents, how we go about. In as much as we have a country, where parents are not being prosecuted or charged because of how they handle their children whenever things happen to them, or how to be protective of our children.
Yeah, sure. So let's go back to Christopher Farr. If we can get Christopher Farr, I already got some pictures of that pattern. I wish I had one lady one here for Choco Farmer to carry a race.
Carry take it to the house. You can be seeing a movie where they got a big snake coming in, they sitting and people running all around. You say, where we don't have the equipment, all of that, we should be keeping snakes around.
So this species we have to protect. We have to protect this.
Even the monkey meat during Ebola time, they said don't eat monkey and things like that. Wildlife. People started killing those animals.
No, I can't.
Christopher, welcome back. Sorry, I forgot to ask you about this issue of the pattern. Since that time, we have not talked about it, but I've got some pictures here of that pattern. Is there any update about the pattern?
Yeah, so what the update we had is that the 15 pieces, over 15 pieces that they took
16 little patterns. Okay, so Chris, Chris, just go over the entire story.
Yeah, so the foreign rangers in Nima headed by Catherine Doro. According to them, there was a lady in district number 4 around the Nimba Natural Reserve, the forest around there. So she was making a farm, and then they discovered a pattern egg. And so she reported the case to the FDA, and the FDA were able to go there quickly and barricade the entire egg. But according to them, the mother was not around because due to fear, people farming in the community and so on. So they kept us on the.
But the mother did that, they will go there.
Yeah, so they kept her out the pattern egg. A few days, it was reported they normally go there and check. It was reported that the pattern egg were hatching, and so they would carry a 25 kg rest there, and they were able to pull few of those pattern babies in it. I think over 15 pieces. They were able to pull it in it, and then they carried to their area of control. According to Captain Joe, they're going to keep their eyes on the pattern babies. When it gets big, they will take it back to the forest and let it go and lay it on their own. And so, again, recent, according to her, the pattern egg that remain there is also hatching. They're going to do similar thing and then let it go whenever it gets big. They will let it go. But some citizens are also like living here. They saying they have been on the radio. The FDA shouldn't carry the pattern there because that's the constructor living in that kind of area is sometimes fearful and have the propensity of harming people.
Now, so currently the patterns are in the possession of the FDA.
Yeah, they are currently in the possession of the FDA, and they are safeguarding it. They are looking. But
and why did they say they are protecting this pattern? Is it a scarce species?
Yeah, according to them, it's one of those protected species under the Liberian law. So nobody's supposed to kill them. So whenever they find some, they're going to protect it through the law that governs the country.
All right. Okay, Chris. Thank you very much. Any questions?
I hope you will come and go there to go see some.
No, we'll send Choco there. We'll send Choco there. We'll send Choco there.
Yeah, Choco will come and go see. They were so brave and said we should go there. I said no. Send our mom. I have not touched snake. Anything I have to do with snake. Don't go around. You send a photo to him. All of my clothes are working. You will never see a photo there. So I can never go around snake.
We'll send Choco there. And Choco said the boy raise the pattern. So we'll say there. Oh yeah, you bring 1 year for him to raise it.
Yeah, that is dangerous.
Okay, Chris, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. So yeah, that's it. And you see pictures of the pattern eggs. They're being protected by forest rangers, and you also there's also a picture when the egg was hatched, the legal patterns being held by rangers there of the Forestry Development Agency, and I have a short video here of the pattern being transferred from
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the photo.
4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 17. 18. 19. 20.
Okay, let's go to the lines now. 077771075 055101075 are the numbers to put it through. Let's talk to this first person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning. My name is D. War. I want to explain my children. I want to tell you morning first. How your family coming on?
Good morning. How are you, D. War?
I'm fine. What I took interest in about people leaving their babies with people to mind them. Oh, they start playing down there or going in the market. You know the reason why they want to know? Because they jailed one of the parents before. Now you see the boss is doing a wicked act. They say he's not normal. He's supposed to be in jail. When they carry him to jail, when they find him guilty, then he go to jail. He said 2 years. He will not do anything. But when anything happens, oh, they don't know. You are not normal when you're doing it. I've been the parents. When you need to go, hey, mama child, when they tell you, hey, mama child, do you go to go sit down there for 1 hour, 2 hours, so 3 hours? You will go and you know that they left that child. I want to tell mothers, the government, if you never did it before, tell the people to go, let them charge them, put it, the parents, let them go to jail. And the children of the parents, they're all what they say, they will not do it. They will not do it. All the boss say, they say you will not see well when you were doing it. Amen. You carry it for this thing here. One of people should go to jail for everything you stay there 6 months. They shouldn't release you everything. I'm a mother. Even big woman said, and I'm talking over the radio. They say the men say men can't talk or women too can't talk. Or thank you and have a blessed day. You have a nice day today.
Okay, thank you, D-War. Let's talk to another person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from?
Good morning, Magazine.
Good morning, let's hear you.
My name is Jonathan Jones, and I'm calling from District 6.
Jonathan, go ahead.
It's so sad to hear the news from Nima County again about the sad death of this little child, innocent child, whose child that needed parent guardians. I don't know who are the parents of that identical little child at that. It's so saddening. I think this is a warning to Liberian parents, most especially mother. You know how it takes to carry a child for 9 months, and you fully allow the child to get that in such a manner. The parents need to take responsibility of the death of that child. The parents some of the water in the plastic, you drop it on the ground. And when somebody step on it, they get other people. When you say, hey, you said the people to clean the area. So really, it's bad. The administration need to improve the university. The problem I have with the administration is that we Liberians, the problem we have is when you cross water, instead of preparing the canal that was leaking, so that the other people coming after you, they will not suffer. You will go in most, so that the people coming, they will suffer. They will be strangulated. So they can be drowned. That's the problem we have in our country. That's why Liberia is not growing. So until we change that mentality, another thing I always say in Cote d'Ivoire where I grew up, I went on the University of Cote d'Ivoire campus. The people don't preach political or national politics there. They preach the students' politics. But I see the well-being of their university, of their institution. For the students of the University of Liberia, when you say it, they'll come and say, my man, this is where they teach the political science. So we have to, when you do that, you can't speak against Joseph Baka yesterday as university student when you back or you endorse the candidacy of George Weah or the candidacy of Penny.
Okay.
And they don't win.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling. Call us on 0777 1075 1075. You are listening to the Today Show. So please let us know if there is sound now. Okay, so our followers are telling us that there was no sound. There's no sound, so we've carried out some adjustment. That is for the television, okay? We just did some adjustments, so just let us know if there is sound now, please. Okay, so let's go back to the lines. 0777 1075 0555 101075. Call us and have your say. 1-year-old child who went missing was found dead in a gutter in Bong County. In Nimba County, a 62-year-old man committed suicide because, according to the report, his daughter denied him from attending his that's her birthday celebration. And plus other issues we talk about here this morning. Let's hear from this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, my name is William Bowie Jewell. I'm calling from the Dwazon Belt. You know, you guys were talking about the no-go zone today.
Yeah, sure.
Yesterday, I was on Randall Street getting my car window tinted, and I saw several motorcyclists riding with their passenger not even having the helmet on. And I asked the guys that were doing my car, and I said, what, they don't have the rule anymore? And the guy sat there and said, my man, it seems like you're just coming back to the country, eh? This is Liberia. It will happen for 2 weeks, and then everybody relaxes the rule. And so that several times yesterday, I saw people, and I was wondering, what happened to the law? About the kids that were being molested. You know, in the old days, we used to say, or people say that it takes a village to raise a child. But people should know, parents should know now that this country has changed. And they have got to be very, very careful. You can't just leave kids anymore. Before those days, if you did bad in the community, your parents went to work, your neighbor could beat you up, and then you would even beg them cut their grass so they can tell your parents. Now you can't do that. And so people should be cognizant that this country has changed, and we need to change our mindset. Thank you guys very much for the topic.
Okay, thanks for calling as well. So, folks, that's it. We've got a few more minutes to go. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from?
My name is Frankie. We saw I was in a certain situation. That's why I tried calling the radio station to let them know about what happened in Kakos Village. There's a land they still bring all our horses nowhere for the school, asking them to pay a push to help them.
When did this happen?
It happened last week Monday, and I tried calling the radio station. There was no response.
Last week Monday?
Right to Kakos Village behind University School.
Okay, and you said there was a land dispute there?
Yeah, and they even chopped one boy hand right now. The boy who him caught who named help right now, nowhere for the speak.
Okay, who are those involved in the land dispute?
There's a woman they call Mayata and Corley. Mayata Corley with Paco.
Okay.
And we are living in the house. All our team brand nothing we took off.
So who said the house is there ablaze now?
According to the story, the boy who have caught on now because we were not part of the land issue. We all were turned in the house, and he got on now some people which are you have on the way somebody. The Yata with it.
Okay. Since then, has there been any police intervention?
The police came to able right now, up to now the case still going on, nowhere for the result, no food, everything damaging our house, nowhere to consider our church managing in right now in Kakos Village.
Okay, so you sending out an SOS call to the public, 1 million Liberians to come to your aid.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your number, just in case anybody